I'm in a relationship though, I would like for us to both be accomplished people. But you know, that can vary. Like I don't necessarily require the person I'm with to be like, oh, I need you to have a G-Wagon and I need you to have, you know, a master's degree and, you know, like,
Mm-hmm.
so it's just, I know that, you know, I want a fulfilling life
Mm-hmm.
with a lot of excitement. I want to be a busy person in general. So I know I would definitely have to be with somebody who could understand that.
Mm.
Um,
Yeah.
yeah.
What's a fulfilling life look like? And I'll tell you one thing I'm picking up on is something to do with growth or learning or something like that. I don't know why, but I'm feeling like you continuing to evolve as a person and to be able to have maybe emotional evolution with somebody where you like get to know each other really deeply and like learn new things about each other, yourself through learning about each other. But let me not put words in your mouth. I'm curious what a fulfilling life with a partner looks like for you.
Um, a healthy relationship. You know, we're able to communicate about everything.
Hmm.
You know, we're able to, you know, just explore life together. And just have it be like more than something superficial. Because honestly, I feel like, you know, when people look at you like you're attractive, you know, it's just it's at a superficial level for most people. Having all aspects of a relationship, you know, not just, you know, surface level, you know, situations,
Hmm.
which, you know, I found to be more common than not, you know. So,
The surface level?
yes, unfortunately.
Hmm. Why do you think that is?
Um, um, because I honestly I consider myself to be like a really reserved person.
Hmm.
So, you know, the people that know me, they know me, and the people that don't, they don't.
Hmm.
So, you know, off face value, you know, people get a lot of opinions about me. So that's what I feel. But like, so I have a question for you.
Sure.
Um, so like in that instance, is it the same for you? Like, do you feel like, you know, you would want your person to be like the person that you're with to be accomplished? Are you okay with them just, you know, like being cool, being them, and just, you know, just having their essence around, you
Mhm.
know?
Right. I don't care at all about material achievement in the person that I'm with because I think that what is needed from society and what is valued monetarily is not the same as what I value. There can be an overlap. And I really do appreciate being with a woman who is ambitious. That I like. I like someone that wants to grow in some way, mostly emotionally, because I have a really strong interest in emotional growth since that has made me a happy person from a person that was depressed when I was younger because I didn't know myself very well.
That's
And
real.
yeah, so evolving emotionally has just been the most valuable thing to me. And that's how I knew that my wife wasn't just a girl I was dating, you know, probably on our second or third date. I started to feel like this woman could be my wife because she would say things to me that made me feel like she knew me on a level that was deeper than I knew myself. She would call me out on things without trying to make me feel bad. She would be like, I wonder if you ever thought about, you know, uh, that you didn't have that time with your dad or something like that. And I'd be like, what? No, no. And then I would just think about it later and I'd be like, holy shit, that's actually totally true. And I feel really called out by that. And slowly she helped me evolve that way.
That's
And
awesome.
yeah, it was really awesome. And I was like, wow, this is a smart woman. And she's also academically smart, but that part is we're not having like cocktail party chatter and talking, like labeling maps of Europe or something like that and
It's
testing
a
each other's skills.
bonus,
Right.
I feel it.
Right. But we are navigating the emotions of each of our individual wants and needs, pain that we feel, the whole spectrum of human emotion that you go through when you get to know someone or you just live. We've been together 12 years, 12 years of life together, and then raising a child together, uh, you know, partnering through her carrying a baby in her and me learning to be a father. That's some deep stuff to go through. And it's like, that's what I look for in a partner, somebody that can um, go through that stuff in a kind of mature, thoughtful way where we're figuring it out together and not just surviving. Because I think a lot of people can almost like cut a corner and they're just well enough matched that they can get through it and never talk about it. I need someone that we can contemplate our life experience.
That's
Um,
real.
yeah. Do you
Real.
feel
I
that way?
respect that.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. I definitely feel like I should be able to grow with my partner. Because I feel like a lot of times when you get in a relationship, it becomes like, especially in marriage, you become as one, but still at the end of the day, like, you can't focus on that other person to make you happy. Like, you have to do work within yourself, to feel that physical happiness. Because I actually was engaged, and I decided to let it go.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. It really wasn't a healthy situation, and I really feel like I couldn't have that dialogue with him that was necessary, and I started to see the difference in like our spiritual and emotional growth.
Hmm.
So like, definitely, I definitely understand where you're coming from, for sure, and I agree wholeheartedly. And honestly, I'm so happy for you, because it's so many people who get stuck in that place. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? So it like I'm happy for you, honestly, that you were able to find somebody, find yourself, you know what I mean, and like grow and have a happy family.
Thank you. Yeah, without knowing that much about it, I'm curious to know more. I feel like uh, my, my story relates to yours a little bit because I was with somebody before my wife, and it was a longer term relationship. And I felt that I was doing something that wasn't healthy, that if we ended up getting married, we definitely would have been divorced.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people do this. I think it's one major reason that people, their relationships end up not working out is they're trying to solve something through their partner. And what I was trying to solve is just never thinking about my depression. It took me a long time and a lot of therapy to figure out that's what I was trying to solve. But
Yeah.
I would just find different ways of distracting myself. And one way that I would do that is by being with people that had more problems than I did. Right.
Oh, I feel it. I feel it.
um, I never would have known this until years later, but I would just, I would have relationships with people where I could be like, oh, I know they're like this. Yeah, they can be tough, this and that, just to deflect. So nobody would be like, you act happy all the time, but I can tell there's something really difficult for you that's going on. But you would never admit that, and never. It would just be too uncomfortable for anyone to have said that to me, which is why
Yeah.
I needed someone as bold and emotionally brave as my wife is. But that's what I did, and I'm just lucky. I think I have just some sort of instinct in me that never considered marrying anybody until I met my wife. I never had a moment of saying, I want to marry this person until I met my wife. And I think it's just some sort of random lucky survival instinct where I was looking for somebody that could grow with me for a lifetime because that's so important to me. That's the type of relationship I want and have. And I think I've always wanted, but you sure wouldn't know it from the people that I chose before. Um, where it was far more about me being the one in control, me being the one that was above them in knowledge or psychological knowledge or something. I always needed to be under control, because you put me under a magnifying glass and I would have crumbled.